Welcome back to Skippers. Today I have 5 must-have players for your fantasy baseball teams in Week 11. The first player I am picking up this week is Jake Burger of the White Sox, third baseman, 33% rostered, 273 average, 8 homers, 23 RBIs. I understand he has a hand injury right now, but that old man Tony La Russa said that he should be fine, he should be playing back this weekend, so I am not too worried in general about the hand injury. Over the last 2 weeks, Jake Burger is hitting .371 with 4 homers and 10 runs batted in. The underlying numbers are also really good for Jake Burger. 83rd percentile in average exit velo, 96th percentile max exit velo, 77th percentile in hard hit percentage, 95th in barrel rate, and 89th in expected slug. Jake Burger is also just a really cool story. So he didn't play baseball for 2 full seasons after 2018 as a first-round pick. He tore his left Achilles in a spring training game, and then 3 months later he ruptured that same Achilles just by walking in his backyard, followed by a heel injury that kept him off the field for all of 2019. So as a guy who didn't break the camp with the team, it's nice to see Jake Burger producing. I had someone ask me about Alex Bregman when he thought rest of the season, and I just said, hey, if Jake Burger's on your wire, I might as well just ride him right now than trying to make a deal for Alex Bregman at this point. I think Jake Burger can be that good. So Jake Burger, I'm picking up. Second must-have player this week is Luke Voit of the Padres, 35% rostered, 237 average, 8 homers, 28 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. He had an absolutely horrible start to this season. Like April, I think he had 6 hits in the whole month of April, but absolute heater these last 2 weeks. He's hitting .270, 4 homers, 17 runs batted in over that time. And again, that April has just taken his stats. That you see the 237 average, you say, oh, that fucking sucks. Yeah, it does suck. But these past 2 months, he's hitting .268. So I don't think you need to worry about Luke Voit being a 150 hitter every month of this season. What we remember about Luke Voit when he was with the Yankees is leading the league in home runs in that shortened season. Again, what hurts Luke Voit, strikeouts and whiff percentage. For that reason, I'm staying away from him in points leagues, but I think the average helps him out enough with power and RBIs that we can put him into your roto leagues, no problem. Third must-add player this week, Ezekiel Duran of the Rangers, an infielder, 28% rostered, 326 average, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. He's the number 4 prospect for the Rangers, and he has done nothing but impress since he's been in the big leagues for these 11 days. He's a solid mix of speed and power, and how do you know this? Well, the only StatCast metric he has is his sprint speed, and that is in the 96th percentile. Again, he's played 11 games, 2 stolen bases. In the 5 seasons in the minors, Duran hit .267 with 46 homers, 178 runs batted in, and only 284 games. So if you need help at any of the infield positions, he's eligible at second base, shortstop, and third base. If you need a little bit of stolen base help, maybe a little bit of pop as well, I'm looking to pick up Ezekiel Duran. Fourth must-add this week is going to be Lane Thomas of the Washington Nationals, 20% rostered, 238 average, 7 homers, 26 runs batted in, and 1 stolen base. So what has changed with Lane Thomas over this time, as he wasn't a guy who got drafted, or if he was drafted, he was in deeper leagues that people always hyped up, 5 outfielder leagues, 15 teamers. He moved to the leadoff spot on May 21st, and what has he done since then? He's just raked. He is slashing .290, .359, .580 with 5 homers and 78 plate appearances. His walk rate is 10.3%. Strikeout rate is only 23.1% with a .399 weighted on-base average. Again, the underlying stats aren't great for Lane Thomas, which makes me not want to just kind of plug and play for the rest of the season. Any guy that you're kind of picking up off the wire, I think you need to just be ready to snip them when you're ready for that. So I think you just ride Lane Thomas while he's hot, and then at any sight of struggling, I'm ready to let go of him. And finally, I cannot lie to you. This is not a must-add player because of the record and the team he is on, but I think this is a must-stream type of guy for someone who's only 6% rostered. That is JT Brubaker of the Pirates, 0-7, which is shitty. 4.50 ERA, 65 strikeouts in 64 innings pitched, 1.44 whip. I've watched Brubaker start a couple of times recently and kind of been shocked at what his numbers are based on what I've seen with his stuff. I think his stuff is really good, and the numbers don't really back it up. But we go into some of the underlying metrics. Great slider, 30th in swing strike rate and 20th in spin rate. Pairs that with a 23rd best called strike and whiff rate on his curveball and a solid sinker to pair with both of those breakers. Obviously, he's 0-7, but I would not be surprised if he puts together a string of some decent starts here. I think it's a guy that you can stream if that's how you play fantasy baseball. Should be an easy guy to get if he's only 6% rostered, but I'm keeping an eye out for JT Brubaker. Thanks again for watching Skippers this week. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Discord, and I will see you next week.